some new information on SNAP benefits, otherwise known as food stamps, as this program is changing for the low income. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. All right, now in this video, we are specifically talking about SNAP benefits, which sends out benefits to about 43 million beneficiaries each and every month. However, there are now some new changes being implemented into this program that I do want to bring to your attention right here in this video, as this will impact all beneficiaries at some point. Therefore, we probably want to know what is actually going on and how this may impact you and the benefits you get from the SNAP program. Now, in this video, I will be talking about two of those changes that have recently been announced. Therefore, let's get into it and talk through all those details. However, really quickly before we do, thanks so much for joining me. If you're enjoying this video so far and you want more like it, please make sure to subscribe right down below the video. It's totally free to do so, and I'm here for you each and every day right by your side, watching all this new information hitting the wire, doing the research and breaking it all down into these short videos so you can stay posted on what's actually going on and, like I said, how it may impact you, your money, your benefits, your lifestyle, your bank account, and most importantly, anything out there right now we can possibly grab and or take advantage of during this very busy, confusing, and uncertain time with things that are changing so incredibly fast. So again, please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, and remember, I'm here for you to help you out in any way that I possibly can. That's my dedication, that's my commitment, and that's my promise, and of course, I'm sticking to it. All right, thanks again. Let's get into it and talk about SNAP benefits, otherwise known as food stamps, and what has recently been announced about this program and how it will be changing in a pretty big way. All right, so like I said, I will be talking about two separate changes. If you can, I would highly recommend stick with me through the rest of this video. If you can't, that's totally fine. I completely understand, but I want to break these down for you so you can understand what is actually going on and how this program is changing. All right, so I will try to buzz through these as quickly as possible. I want to be respectful of your time, but at the same time, I also want to describe these in detail enough so we understand what is actually going on here. All right, so let's go through change number one, and this one honestly is actually pretty nice. And then we'll talk about another change that is coming as well, okay? All right, so change number one is they recently implemented this. If you are somebody who has gone to your local store as of recently or anytime going forward, if you happen to make it to the checkout counter, you know you've heard about this, right? We've heard a lot about this. It is infamous on gas pumps, right? These little skimming machines. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really know what it looks like. Never seen one myself, but I've heard a lot about these and I've done a ton of research about these things. So it's a little device that basically goes on the little slot where you would actually slide your card in and out, right? So like an EBT card would go in, a credit card, whatever like that would actually go in. What happens is this little skimming device on there takes the data off of there, including PIN numbers when those are typed in, and then the people on the other end basically take all the money out of your account, right? You've heard about this, right? You've heard it on the news. Gas pumps are infamous for having these things on, but now they're finding their way into the stores and onto the cash, little kiosk things at the checkout counter where people slide their cards in. And I've been hearing a lot of information about this recently, where unfortunately SNAP benefits are being taken away from a lot of beneficiaries. However, super frustrating, right? Yeah. In fact, I actually just read a story a short time ago. This lady, a woman, she had a family, right? She has a family. She had $900 on her card. It was all taken away from her. Wow, that would be really sad, right? So yeah, this lady's like, I don't know what I'm going to do here, right? So I just read this story a short time ago. But anyway, here's what happened. Now, across the entire country, all states are included in this. If you happen to be somebody who has wrongly had your benefits taken away from you through one of these devices on one of the checkout kiosk things like this, you can now get your benefits reinstated in the event that they are wrongly taken from you, okay? This is pretty cool because as of prior to this change coming in, if benefits were taken away from us, there was not a whole lot we could do about it. We could basically say, well, that's too bad. I guess I can't really do anything about it. But now you can get those benefits reinstated in the event this happens to you, okay? So that is pretty nice. If this is something that happened to you, I would highly recommend calling out to your local office and have a conversation with somebody and tell them the situation, and they will hopefully be able to talk you through the process of getting them reinstated in your exact state. Now, here's the unfortunate part about it. Because SNAP is a federal program, but it is state administered, okay? So it's a federally funded program, but it is administered on the state-by-state level. Here's the problem. Each individual state is going to have their own process to reinstate those benefits, okay? So that is the unfortunate part, is always, with these programs like this, each individual state is going to be different as far as the process to reinstate those and to get those benefits back, as far as the claiming process and to reporting it and all the stuff like that. there's going to be a little bit different process. So I would just highly recommend calling out to your local office, and they should be able to talk you through the details about this. So that's pretty nice, right? Because let's be real, somebody taking benefits from you wrongly, that's not cool, right? Not at all, okay? So anyway, if that happened to you, and I believe this is actually retroactive. I don't recall the exact date that this goes retroactive to, but I believe it is actually retroactive a few months back. So, okay, if this happened to you in the last, say, 3, 4 something months like that, you might want to look into this. You can probably get some benefits reinstated, okay? So call your local office. All right, so that is change number 1. And again, I feel like that's a pretty good one because if somebody is wrongly taken advantage of, they probably should get that benefit back, right? That's what I feel like anyway. So super sad and unfortunate situation, but at least they're doing something to make this right. All right, so that is change number 1. Next, change number 2. Now, this is rolling out as a pilot program. In other words, it's going out in 5 states across the country. In fact, it is being rolled out in Illinois, Louisiana, Massachusetts, Missouri, and, Missouri. I think I said Mississippi. Sorry. Missouri and what was the last one? Oklahoma. Okay. So again, Illinois, Louisiana, Massachusetts, Missouri, and Oklahoma. Okay. So this is where it's being rolled out first, and then it will be rolled out across the entire country. So these are the 5 pilot states first, and then we're going to get it across the entire country. But here's what they're going to do. They're going to start allowing you to pay from your phone, your smart device, okay? So think about this. There's probably a bunch of other apps that you may already have on your phone right now where you go onto it and you can, there's usually like a pay button or like a scan button or something like that where you push the button and all of a sudden it pops up a QR code or a digital barcode. Have you seen that on some of your apps? Well, they're going to be doing the same thing with EBT, otherwise known as like SNAP benefits right here, right? So basically what they're going to do is they're going to have a dedicated app or maybe somewhere on your app already where they're going to have a button on there that you can push and it's going to bring up a dedicated QR code. So a QR code is essentially just a really fancy barcode, okay? So when you go to the checkout counter, rather than sliding a card, again, going back to what I was talking about a little while ago, the skimmers on those little kiosk machines, they're trying to avoid that because of the people trying to take advantage of others taking their benefit. So they're trying to completely sidestep that by implementing this QR code or a digital barcode on your smart device, your phone, so that when you get to the checkout counter, you literally pull up your phone, right? I got my phone sitting right here. You pull up your phone, you push on the button, yank, and they zap your little phone with the scanner, and then they say, great, you're good to go, and they scan your little barcode, right? So that is what they're thinking about doing here. And again, this is being rolled out in 5 different states across the country right now. I listed off this the list of states a little while ago. They're going to start it there, and this is likely going to be implemented within the next year to year and a half, according to what I've been reading on this, across the entire country, okay? And the whole purpose behind this is, number 1, it makes it easier and faster. You don't need to carry a card with you. And next, it's going to protect you and your benefits so that you don't have to worry about sliding your card and potentially having your information taken by one of these people that puts these little skimmer things on the kiosks, okay? So that is why they're doing this. Which, by the way, interesting statistics. I found this when I was doing research. They said just in January of this year, this is crazy to me, just in January this year alone, there were 4.3 million transactions with SNAP benefits online. Right? That accounts for about 9% of total transactions and money being spent through SNAP benefits online in the month of January alone. 4.3 million. And they anticipate that to continue increasing as they continue to roll out more options to spending online and using your SNAP benefits online, things like that. But they also found 98% of people that have SNAP benefits go out to the physical store. Yeah, I agree, right? So anyway, there's a lot of people that still like to go out to the store, and that's totally fine. Nothing wrong with that at all. But we're starting to see a major transition into people shopping online, maybe ordering online and then picking up in store, or maybe just ordering online and having delivered to your home. There's a whole variety of different options, and that is something we're seeing a transfer into. So by making this available to pay online or to pay through your app as well, it's going to make it a little bit easier for all of that. So all they're trying to do is make SNAP benefits a little bit more mainstream and to make this program a little bit more easy for the beneficiaries to use. And again, just making it a little bit more protected as well. So these are the 2 changes that I wanted to talk with you right here in this video. I hope this helps you out a little bit further to understand what is going on with this program and some of the changes that are coming in. At the end of the day, not that bad, right? it could be a lot worse. There could be a lot of other changes coming out that may not be good, but I feel like these are actually some pretty good changes. They're trying to help out the beneficiaries and protect you and your monthly benefit, as well as making sure that you're compensated in the event that your benefits are wrongly taken from you, right? Anyway, hope this one helps you. Again, please leave your comments, your questions, your feedback down below. Make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share this video with your friends, family, social media, especially if you know anybody else that is on SNAP benefits or receiving these, so-called food stamp benefits. Again, the reason that I say that sometimes is because there's still a lot of people that call them food stamps. Technically they're called SNAP benefits, but a lot of times they're interchanged as food stamps. Either way, you know what I'm talking about, right? So I just want to help you out as much as I can and just make sure that we're all on the same page here. So again, please make sure to share this video with anybody that you may know who is receiving these benefits so they can also understand what is going on here and any changes that are coming into this program. Also, go back and check out some of the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, hope this one helps you out. Again, enjoy your day, take care, and catch you again later in the next